So question number 1, not looking at my papers. How do you avoid flying too close to the sun? I love this question. I feel like the work I'm doing is easy and I've become lazy. I fear it might start affecting my quality of work. Okay, I love this question because I found myself in this moment. I think a lot of people find themselves in this moment. We actually started working with an executive coach here who has been awesome. I'm just in love with this person. But he reminds me to not be so condescendingly arrogant, which I think is a great phrase, but it is exactly the phrase to describe flying too close to the sun. So if you are bored at work, if your coworkers are irritating the shit out of you, if you think that you know more than everyone, have more experience than everyone, that you've done it all, that is a really dangerous place to be, because in my experience, you just start to get bitchy. You just start to get a little arrogant. One of the things, I think the best thing about being at Barstool, for me anyways, is like we may have one moment of glory and then you get cut off at the knees the next day. So you kind of naturally keep yourself in check. If you have a good day on Monday, it's pretty assured that Tuesday is going to be a disaster. Okay, so I think the biggest thing that is being described here, though, is you're not fulfilled at work. You're not challenged at work. It's giving you an attitude, and it's ultimately affecting the effort that you're putting into what you do. So my advice would be try not to fly too close to the sun unless you are comfortable getting burned. Right? You know, if you fly too high, you can get kicked off or kicked out or burnt at any second. And then the second thing is either find ways to create new opportunity in your existing company to be reinvigorated or to be challenged, or go find a new place to fly where you have to work your way up. You clearly are a person who likes challenges, and it's obvious that you're not finding one where you are, and that's not bringing out the best in you. Second question. My company hired me mid-pandemic and said I could stay remote. Now that our offices are reopening, they want me to relocate. That's fine, but they're not willing to pay for it. I would have had this conversation during the hiring process, but they told me I'd be remote. How do I go about this? This is an awesome question. So first of all, I think you have to look at your contract. You have to see in your contract if it says that you are a remote worker or if the expectation in your contract is that you work at the company's location. 2 is this feels a little bit like a bait and switch, which you were told that you could work remote, but now the company wants you to work in person. In general, I think it's a good idea to get stuff like this in writing. And then when you join a job, it's hard, hindsight is 2020. When you join a job, to make sure that you're thinking ahead for these scenarios of, hey, if I do have to relocate, you would include a relocation package for me. I think you're in a spot where you need to decide, how much do you still want to work for this company? Are you willing to relocate? Are you willing to relocate on your own dime? And are you going to be bitter about it? If the answer is yes, then it kind of feels like no harm, no foul. You should do it. But if the answer is no, and you don't want to relocate, I think you have some options in front of you. Like there's some legal recourse for something like this. There's some practical conversations you should have with the hiring manager, with HR, with whomever the bosses may be. But I think this is a pretty serious conversation because where you work, who you work for, and what your job is really important, and it's foundational to your employment. And so you've got to take something like this seriously. So long story short, what I would do is ask yourself the question, are you willing to do this and do you want to do that? If the answer is yes, fuck it, just do it. If the answer is no, really consider your options from a legal perspective, from a financial perspective, and from a practical perspective. I would do your best to have really prudent, rational conversations with the company. And then you need to get real advice on how you should navigate the go forward. Okay, I've been informed that they would like to add a new segment to questions. All right, so here's Rachel. Rachel's coming up to the mic.
Okay.
Hi,
so,
Rach.
Hello. We have been talking about concerts a lot lately. Lorenzo just saw Ricky Martin. I saw Harry Styles last week. Someone else saw Harry Styles again. So
concerts are back. You guys are going to concerts.
Yes, concerts are back, and we are all like obsessing over them. I cried at Harry Styles like 7 times, and he drunkenly wandered into a Ricky Martin concert. And so we want to know what your favorite concert was and your best concert story. Like, why was it your favorite? What happened that made it the best?
Ooh, all right. I love this. All right. I have two favorite concert stories. So one was, I think I was like 16. My brother and I went to go see the Black Crowes at Old Orchard Beach in Maine. I think I drove. I can't remember. But anyways, my brother ended up getting like so fucking baked. Like he was off his rocker, out of his gourd. I loved the Black Crowes. And you know, it's kind of like, you know, when you're in high school and you're kind of tagging around with your siblings and you're like, ugh, I love this, but I hate this. And then literally the end of the show, great show. Black Crowes, a great band. My brother is like passed out in the back of our station wagon. And I will never forget that story. So that was one of my favorite concerts. The second one was we went to see OAR in Central Park. Okay. And Nate organized it. Barstool Nate organized it. So it was me, fights. There's probably 10 of us. And actually Stephanie McMahon was there from WWE. And I was like, oh, I'm dying to meet Stephanie McMahon. So a year later, here we are on our board. But so anyways, so I basically bullied Nate that my favorite OAR song was Dangerous Connection. And Nate believed me at the time and was actually like, oh shit, I gotta have the band play it. So changed the set list. Mark Roberge, like amazing friend of the program. Love him. He is part of our upfront. We're doing a show together with him, but changes the set list, plays Dangerous Connection. There was one person in the entire audience who liked that song, and that was me. I was going bananas and the rest of the crowd was like, beer break, we're out of here. So that was another good concert story. Wait, are you wearing a Ricky Martin t-shirt?
Yes.
Come in and tell the story.
Okay. So
why are you wearing a Ricky Martin t-shirt?
Well, first of all, I love Ricky Martin.
Like always?
Yeah. Okay, so there's
favorite Ricky Martin song?
Well, Live and La Vida, I love that.
Come
Obviously.
on, that's
come
so
on.
like does he have any B-sides?
Yeah, a bunch.
Like what?
Okay, well, the World Cup song is actually a great banger. Remember?
Okay.
Remember? Like, that was like one of the... Okay, I forget which World Cup it was, but it was a
Okay.
really good song. Anyway, I've always loved Ricky Martin. Actually, I have a joke with my boyfriend, but Ricky Martin, I think, was like the person that I was like, wait, am I gay as a kid?
Because of Ricky Martin?
Because of, like, I remember my mom getting the CD. She was like obsessed with Ricky Martin, and this was before he was out, I think.
Okay.
And I remember seeing the
And
CD
you were
cover
like,
and being
I
like,
love
wait,
that guy.
I think I'm attracted to that
I
guy.
would be like that with George Michael. I think George Michael
Okay,
is so
George Michael's my
beautiful.
other one.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
Also,
If George Michael looked at me, I would be gay as a man.
yeah. I mean,
Amazing.
He's amazing.
Just the chemistry is just like
Yeah, he's awesome.
charisma.
Anyway, so Ricky Martin was in town last week with Enrique Iglesias.
Okay.
And they had a show together. And we were like toying with the idea of going for like a while. And then we went out day drinking all day Saturday. And then like minutes before the show, we went on StubHub and the tickets dropped a little bit. So we like bought them immediately, like ran literally to Penn Station, missed the train, got buzz balls and beers to go, and ordered an Uber.
What's a buzz ball?
It's like literally like a alcoholic drink in a ball that like, I don't know, it like is like
Like a
just
bong?
literally a ball. It looks like a Christmas ornament.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't ask.
Okay.
It was a long day. So we got in an Uber, went to Prudential Center in New Jersey, got wasted at the show, had a great time. Enrique was boring. Ricky, amazing.
Okay.
And then we got wasted and bought these shirts.
The shirt looks great.
Thank you.
I think it looks so nice on you. It's
Cool.
almost tailored. You have like a tailored
Oh.
Ricky Martin shirt. All right. Well, that was a nice little interlude. So thank you to the producers.
Wait,
of
so
this
I
show.
think we want to start like
Oh, Christ.
finding
no.
random questions. Like we want to do this more.
Okay, that's fine. We can
Like,
do that. We'll
little
see
more
how
questions.
this goes.
So
People
if
tell
you
us
guys
that.
have like random not work related questions, DM them to Token.